find out when our next best chance of showers and storms will be in the updated 10-day forecast.
Can the power grid keep up? We speak to energy experts about what you can do as we gear up for a surge in electricity demand during the heat wave.
We have a right to know what's going on within our neighborhood.
An ICE agent fires a single shot in Harrisburg, sending people scrambling and locking doors. What we are learning from federal agencies in charge of the investigation.
No, this isn't for a movie. Two people, well, they managed to climb to the top of the Empire State Building. What happened next?
Feeling the heat as we prepare to party the U.S. up against Bosnia and Herzegovina tonight. We're at Christian Pulisic's old stomping guards for a big watch party.
WGAL News 8 at 4 starts now.
Well, it's not just humans trying to beat the heat. We are in the dog days of summer, literally, as some pubs at the Human Society in Harrisburg enjoy some fun in the pool as they try and stay cool.
Yeah, everybody can to stay cool, right? And this heat wave lasting through the holiday weekend. Got to smile, though, when you look at a video like that. But the heat isn't stopping some fun tonight in Lancaster County. Welcome to News 8 at 4. I'm Lori Burkholder.
And I'm Michael Fuller, and Tasmin Mahfouz joining us live from Mannheim, where regardless of the high temps, a World Cup watch party and family event is still on. And if you don't know, Tasmin is the soccer queen, so we know. That's right. She is in her element. Tell us, how's it going?
Oh, we are having a blast here at Christian Pulisic's old stomping grounds. Hey guys, give it up. Aren't you guys having such a great time? Woo! For the U.S. is looking for its first win in the knockout rounds of the World Cup since 2002. Hershey native Christian Pulisic is slated to play tonight. We're very excited about that. Christian actually played here when he was a kid for the PA Classics. And you know what? From Hershey to Lancaster and all of Pennsylvania, we are so excited to cheer him on. Is that right, guys? Yeah! But you know what? It's also pretty hot. Let me show you something. So I brought 6 bottles of water, 2 fans, and a bottle of sunscrreen, okay? Meteorologist Ryan Argenti, give us some help. Is it going to cool off before kickoff?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be pretty hot out there. Unfortunately, I wish I could cool everything off for everybody, but we are going to be dealing with some pretty excessive heat across the Susquehanna Valley. As a matter of fact, we are under an extreme heat warning for the entire Susquehanna Valley. So if you are spending time outdoors, make sure that you're getting plenty of water, getting plenty of shade, and finding ways to cool off as we go through the rest of the day. Not only today, but also through Saturday. We're expecting highs getting into the upper 90s to near 100 degrees. The heat indices upwards of 100 to 110 degrees. That's what it would feel like outside. So we have that extreme heat warning until 8 p.m. Friday. But then we have a heat advisory from 8 o'clock in the evening Friday until 8 p.m. Saturday. And the rain chances, too. We are looking at isolated storm chances Friday and a few Saturday storm chances. And if there's any strong storms that develop, we could be seeing some isolated damaging wind gusts in some of those storms and also some heavy rain. But in terms of what the next 12 hours looks like, check this out. Temperature is still into the mid to upper 90s across the area, and factored in with the dew points makes it feel like the triple digits from now through 5, 7 o'clock this evening, even closer to 9 o'clock. Still won't be getting much relief as we get closer to tonight. So here's our 12-hour forecast. Going to temporarily end that alert period. Once we get below 90 degrees, we'll be reissuing that alert period once those temperatures get back up to the 90s and into that triple digit feels like temperature range once we get into tomorrow afternoon. But you can see mainly sunny conditions and mainly clear skies across the Susquehanna Valley. But we'll have more on that full forecast, though, guys, coming up here in just a few more minutes. Lori.
All right. Thank you so much, Ryan. We want to bring in News 8's Tom Lehman now because, Tom, the heat is going to cause a surge, obviously, in demand for electricity as people try to stay cool. Is the state's power grid ready? And what should people know?
Well, Lori, not just the state's power grid, PJM Interconnection, which manages not only Pennsylvania, but a whole bunch of other states, says that through Friday, they're going to see some of the highest demand they've seen probably in at least a decade. That is because not only do you have big power demanding units like data centers and things out there that need a lot of electricity, but also with all the heat, people are going to be cranking up the air conditioning units, maybe even some fans like this one right outside the door of this home, in an effort to try and stay cool as the summer heat really kicks into gear. Now, PJM said in a statement to News 8 that it has asked its power providers to turn on any generators or transmission lines that may have been out for maintenance to help with demand. It also said they've asked the federal government for backup generators that could be brought online with some of its power producers for those big power demand services like data centers. I spoke with NRG Energy. Spokesman said even if your power demand is high in your area, you can still do some things to help your bill in terms of keeping it lower.
There's a lot of things that you can do, a lot of simple steps that you can take to reduce your energy consumption and also help keep the grid healthy and prevent it from going down in emergency situations like this where we're experiencing a heat wave.
NRG recommends that you consider raising your thermostat no warmer than 76 degrees, to check and replace air filters on your air conditioning unit so it's functioning efficiently, as well as closing your blinds during the day, and also consider making a smaller meal potentially for using an oven or something else that uses a lot of electricity, or make a trip to the laundry room that uses a smaller load of laundry in order to try and avoid higher energy consumption. There's also a push right now by lawmakers to try to lower electricity bills here in the Commonwealth amid all of this concern about how much power is being used on the grid. We'll talk more about that coming up at 5 o'clock. But for now, here in Harrisburg, Tom Lehman, News 8.
All right, Tom, thanks so much. Stay cool out there. And throughout the stretch of the alert days and heat wave, make sure you download the WGAL app. Not only does it have the up-to-the-minute forecast, but also you'll find a list of cooling centers and also the resources to keep you safe during this heat. And you can also find it on WGAL.com.